Hey guys, it's Bobby Legs and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today I want to talk about the Tudor Black Bay 58 and why I feel like it is the best daily wear watch in my collection. Now, a lot of watches have come in and out of my collection over the last couple years. Most are gone, some have stayed. And the reason why some have stayed is because there's something about it that I truly love. But I always seem to gravitate to the Black Bay 58 for a daily wear. Why is that? And I think I know why. It's my favorite watch in the collection, and I love it very much. But I've identified three reasons why it is the best daily wear in my collection. Now, before we continue, please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get updates when I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. Now, I've made some review videos on the Black Bay 58 before, several of them. So I don't want to go into too much detail with the specs. So let's do a quick rehash here. As I mentioned earlier, I have identified three different reasons why I believe that this is the best everyday watch in my collection, this Tudor Black Bay 58. The first one's a pretty easy one to start off with, is style, aesthetic, and look. I believe that this is one of the most beautiful watches I've ever laid my eyes on. It is a diver, it is a tool watch, and I prefer these watches. So whether I consciously or subconsciously realize it or not, and they make, these types of watches make great everyday watches. You have a classic look here with a black dial and a stainless steel case and bracelet. This watch goes with anything that I can never wear. Goes from super casual to business casual and everything in between. I've never worn it with a suit at a wedding or at an interview, but I would. You have a classic three-hand watch here. No complications. Dial and the hour indices are all pretty much symmetrical. You have this gilt around the hour hands and the minute and the second hands and on the indices, and it just gives us this warm feeling like why wouldn't you want to wear me every day? Plus, finally, it has the classic Tudor snowflake hands, which is my favorite thing about this watch. Next, we have the finishing, the movement, and the build, number two. And this is a solid watch. It is constructed with 316L stainless steels, and so are some of my other watches, but there's something about this watch that just feels really solid, really well built. I don't know if it's subconsciously, I know it's a Tudor and I expect a certain level of quality, but I just feel the quality of the build of this watch. You have a combination of polished and brushed spots here on the watch, and it just plays with the light very beautifully. This bezel is one of the best bezels I've ever turned. It's maybe the best. It's a 60 click bezel, coin edged. All my other dive watches are 120 clicks, so it's kind of refreshing to have a 60 click bezel. Um, anyway, the movement is an in-house MT5402, which has a 70-hour power reserve. So you put it down on a Friday, you pick it up on a Sunday if you don't want to wear it over the weekend, and it's still ticking. Finally, you also have this 200-meter water resistance on the watch, and that's way more than what you would need probably on a daily, unless you are a diver and you dive daily. Then this is exactly what you need, or more. But I mean, this, for a normal average person, you don't need anything more than that, in my opinion. And actually, I don't want to forget the clasp. The clasp is a solidly made clasp. You got these ceramic ball bearings over here, these bearings, and you get that nice, satisfying click. Really beautiful clasp with the Tudor engraved in there. 3 micro adjusts, which is plenty enough for me. This watch is fantastically built. And finally, let's talk about number three, the sizing, the measurements of the watch. I have 6 3/4 inch wrists. I'm going to throw it on this watch on my wrist in a second, but it has 39 millimeter case diameter, just under 48 millimeter lug to lug, just under 12 millimeter case thickness, 20 millimeter lug width. The bracelet starts off at 20 millimeters and it tapers down to 16 for a very comfortable feel. And let me throw this on my wrist, my 6 3/4 inch wrist, and this watch it just looks great. It just looks great on my wrist, and I love it. And the sizing is just perfect proportions for me. So at the end of the day, guys, this is the best watch, daily watch wear in my collection for those three reasons. Now, like I said, for me, it is. It may be different from you. You may not. You may have a watch in your collection that you feel is the best daily wear watch, and I hope you find that watch if you haven't already. But if you guys have the Tudor Black Bay, is it your favorite daily wear watch in your collection? If you don't have a Tudor Black Bay 58, what is? I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.